Good morning, Pisces. We're going to jump into a reading, guys. You're going to hear the oven go off because I'm baking brownies. And can we tell what kind of mood I'm in? Y'all, I would celebrate Christmas in the middle of June if you guys wouldn't judge me. I actually have before, if I'm being completely transparent. Am I the only one where certain holidays bring you like so much joy and excitement? I don't know. Okay, maybe I am. Anyways, we're gonna jump into a reading today, Pisces, and we are gonna see how you're showing up in life. So how is your aura coming off? How is your energy coming off? How are you making other people feel? I think that can sometimes be a crucial perspective because, as we know, we could feel like we're doing, the best of the best and that we're being super kind, super loving, super understanding, and then people view us in a completely different lens. So I just kind of want to see, what is your aura? What is your energy right now? How are you being perceived? What is the perspective when you leave the room? Okay, so guys, if you need anything, check it out down below. Thank you for being here. As soon as this channel hits 50,000 subscribers, I will be I thought about doing 7 days of giveaways. I don't know, I might do 5, I'm not sure. We will be doing giveaways, okay? So let's jump into it. How are you coming off to people right now? Okay, I'm seeing an owl. So you could be coming off as very wise. Some of you could be night owls. You could be nighttime people. Owls are beautiful, but they're intimidating. Owls can hurt you, to be honest with you. There's a power that most people do not know that owls have. Fun fact, if an owl attacks you, it can be life-threatening. It can kill you. That's kind of the energy you're giving off. Soft, yet powerful. So small, yet so strong. Wise, very, very wise. Almost out of touch, out of reach. A lot of people do not see owls in real life all the time, especially out in the wild. So that could be another way that you're kind of like coming off. When people are around you or when they see you, it's like, hey, you better take it all in because you don't know when you're going to see Pisces again. They like a owl. They a blue moon type of person. You might see them today and not see them for 5 more years. So there could be an energy here where you're kind of like hard to hold on to. You might see an owl today and never see one again in your lifetime. You're very different. You're very unique. A lot of people who come across your path feel like you're very wise. So this could be something as simple as where they feel like you wouldn't have wisdom or knowledge, you have wisdom or knowledge. Maybe it's even random wisdom or knowledge. You could find yourself in conversations with people who would be shocked that you know what you know and could be like, wow, never expected that to come from you. Okay. Very interesting. So how are you coming off? How are you being perceived? Okay, so you're being perceived as someone who's very logical. You're being perceived as someone who's in their masculine energy. So whether you're a female or a male, you're coming off right now as it either makes sense or it doesn't. So that could be Scorpio season. Scorpio season could have you feeling very rigid. Your communication could be very like, let's get to the point, period. You are coming off that way, okay? Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you know this, but you have this insane ability for people to fall in love with you in a way that they can't explain. Now, hold on a second. Because some of you are going to start, I can already hear your fingers down in the keyboards. Quit barking, calm down. When I say you have this insane ability for people to fall in love with you, I don't mean that every single person's path that you come across, they fall in love with you. Oh my God, I want to marry you. Oh my God, that's the love of my life. That's not what I mean when I say that they fall in love with you, okay? I mean this in a completely different way. People who come across your path, they naturally fall in love with you in a way where you're a breath of fresh air. You're addictive. Have you ever done something for the first time and then you get fixated on it. A good example for me would be a concert. I did not go to my first concert until I was in my 30s. And baby, when I tell you I opened up an addiction, we ain't joking. And that's what I'm getting, but with you. It's like being around you, being in your energy, being in your presence, having your attention is addictive. And there's a sense that when people are around you, they fall in love with you, not necessarily romantically, but it's who you are as an individual. You're extremely authentic. Again, there's a sense here where they could maybe have conversations with you that they've never been able to have with other people, which again is that addictive aspect. Some of you could be into alien conversations, and it's like you come across people and they've never had someone that would listen to them and what they think and what they feel, and you're like, oh, listen, I'm intrigued, let's have these conversations. And before you know it, you walk away and that person's like, oh my God, I love talking to them. I've never talked about aliens with someone for 3 hours. That was so much fun. That person fell in love with you, not romantically in the way where it's like, I see me and them getting married. It's like, oh my God, I feel seen, I feel heard. That person was so wise. They brought stuff to me that I didn't even know. Actually, I need to go look this up. And that person's husband or wife could then call you and go, girl, you done got my husband all tore up. He ain't ever talked about aliens like that before. He's been on that computer all night thinking about damn aliens. That person naturally fell in love with you and your energy because it was something that they never felt and never experienced before. It's almost indescribable. And it's not in a way where they want to live their life with you or they're even thinking about uprooting their whole life. It's a way where it's like, I can't wait until I get to do this research and talk to so-and-so. We really just click when it comes to our minds. I don't know. I feel like my brain for the first time is being scratched. That's what I'm saying, okay? Now, this could be in so many different ways. These could be with strangers. This could be with your friends and your family members. Some of you have older children. Maybe they're dating and they're starting to open up their love life, or they're newly married or they are married and their spouse is like, I'm obsessed with your mom or your dad. Like, can we go see him again? When are we having dinner with them again? That's what I'm saying. You have this ability to get people to fall in love with you and they just want more and more and more and more. And you could even make people's dreams and wishes look bigger, which again is that falling in love aspect. Oh my God, babe. So me and so-and-so, we just got done talking and he or she thinks that I should expand this. What do you think? And then it's like, you done started a whole new path for that person. You got a spark going in that person that they maybe haven't had in a while, and it makes them fall in love with you, so to speak. But again, not romantically. I really feel I need to keep saying this because I don't want you guys to turn into a little narcissist walking around thinking everybody's in love with you, okay? Because they ain't. But maybe they're in love with the way you make them feel. Maybe they're in love with the way that you're able to see a future, and it's like, I'm addicted to that future. Let me see it too. Have any of you ever been around someone who is such, almost kind of like a fantasist, that it's like, wow, I'm falling in love with the storyline. The way that that person's able to tell a story and the way the person's able to like grasp you in the story. You're like, give me more. What happened next? And then you walk away and you're like, well, that was such a good storyline that I think I should become a professional athlete. Even though you know better, even though you know that those 40-year-old knees have no ability to be an athlete anymore, that's what I'm feeling here. But it's your aura, it's your energy, it's the way that you do life. It's this excitement to continue to experience things day in and day out, and it's rubbing off on people. And it's honestly an insane ability. I don't even know if you know that you're able to do this. Okay, give me a little bit more about this insane ability that you have. Okay, look at you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. You can maybe even see the stability and the structure where others cannot. You know, you could be a good advice giver. You could be the kind of person where you're able to see where people should go. So some of you, you're the person that people run to when they need advice, when they need wisdom, when they need honesty. And you could be the person where you're like, I don't think that's a good path. You should do this instead. Try this instead. People also see you as someone who's extremely happy and self-satisfied. But I just heard when you're laughing and when you smile, we know it's authentic because you can tell. Have you ever been around people and you're like, ooh, I don't know if they're really happy or if this is a show. Not you. You're the kind of person where it's like you're laughing from your belly, your gut. Everybody around you is laughing and people are saying, what are we laughing at? I don't know, but Pisces is over there laughing. So, oh my God, what is going on? That's what I'm saying here. Your excitement, your happiness, your emotional fulfillment is addictive, and it's making people fall in love with you and fall in love with life because they're seeing life and they're seeing their future and they're seeing them and they're seeing you and they're seeing everything through your eyes. I don't know how to explain it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. You're the kind of person where you come into a room, baby, and you ruffle up feathers, okay? You ruffle up feathers. The leaves are outside just a shaking. You're a tree shaker. Tree shaker, limb breaker. Okay. Some people could even have, so some of you, this is going to be extremely specific, but I need to mention it. Some of you, there are people that do tend to fall in love with you romantically, and you've learned to recognize that maybe people fall in love with you romantically easier because of how you make them feel. And I'm saying that some of you, as you've gotten older, maybe you're in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you're able to look back and go, wait, there have been times where people thought that they were romantically in love with me, but I don't think that they were romantically in love with me. I think they were in love with how I felt for them and the connection as a whole. Does that make sense? And some of you, you're realizing that people have the tendency to fall in love with you and the fantasy of what they think you are romantically. And some of you coming to that concept and you coming to that mindset is going to help shift your romantic life, or you doing that in the past helped shift your romantic life. Okay. You actually might not be seeing that there is some sort of Two of Cups around you if you're single, if you're not single. So, if you are single, there is, you ain't gonna be single for much longer, babes. By October of next year, a lot of you are gonna be in relationships if you're single, as long as you choose it. Now, here's the thing. I can't tell you to be in a relationship. You have to choose it. Spirit can bring it to you, but if you don't open up and invite it in and let it in your life, you don't want it. So there will be an opportunity if you're single for someone to be led into your life and to share your life with you if that's what you want. If you're currently with someone, this could be a relationship that evolved naturally if you're with them. If you're not with someone, the relationship that you're going to get, it's going to evolve very naturally. It's going to be the kind of relationship where you guys are never going to question if you trust one another, because again, it's going to evolve naturally. This person is going to be very authentic, very upfront. They're going to tell you their intentions. You're never going to have to second guess or doubt. And I think that this new person is going to be able to read your body language. Have any of you ever been around someone and you can tell when they get uncomfortable and it's like, oh, you're uncomfortable, what happened? That's going to be this person's energy. They're going to be able to tell when your energy shifts, when something's changed. And they're going to bring up the conversation. Are you okay? Are you good? Did I do something that bothered you? That's going to help you guys trust each other and it evolved naturally. Now, if you're with this person and you, the relationship evolved naturally. And I think it was very easy for you to fall in love with this person because of the way that they loved you. And I'm saying that that person could have something that they're planning. So this could be them wanting to surprise you with something. They want to give you something as a token of their love. So it could be like a family heirloom. It could be something that you've been wanting. So if there is something that you've been wanting in your relationship, whether it's like a new beginning, maybe you need a new car, maybe this is a new place to live, there is something that you've not been happy with and your partner knows that you've not been happy with it, and you don't know that your partner's behind the scenes making changes, okay? So again, this could be an energy of, I know that you're tired of driving that car back and forth to work. It has no heat, it has no air. You have been sacrificing for us to get in a better financial place. And I want to show you that I appreciate your sacrificing. You sacrificing for the greater good of this relationship for our family. So I'm going to then take what we've raised, what we've saved, and I'm going to give back to you and make sure that you are satisfied in the next chapter, because I want you to know that you're loved and you're taken care of. So this could be a moment when you realize you know, this person does appreciate what I do. This person does appreciate the fact that, yeah, I have been sacrificing. This could again be someone who's maybe in the army or the military. This could be someone who puts their family's happiness above all else. You know, if you're with a man, this could be a man that you know he does everything he can to make sure that you guys are taken care of and that you guys have everything that you need. And it might really go unspoken that he sacrifices in ways that are taken for granted, whether it's getting up at 4 a.m., coming home super late, working 2 jobs, never asking for anything, making sure you guys have everything that you need while he's walking around with holes in his socks. This is going to be the moment, though, when you're going to be shocked that this person not only has seen you, but they want you to feel loved. And if that means going and getting you brand new socks because you won't do it for yourself, she's going to do it. If that means going and getting you a new car that does have AC and heat, and it might not be brand new, but it's going to be newer than what you've been dealing with, that's going to make you feel loved and secure. Like, okay, my girlfriend, my wife, my husband doesn't want to see me suffer. And that's what I'm saying, okay? So very interesting. Again, you're being seen as someone who, so again, let's go back to the energy of people fall in love with you naturally. There is a recognition of the reason that you could be that type of person is because you went without in that area. So have you ever heard the saying, our love language tends to be where we went without? So let's say that you wanted people to show up for you and they never did. Well, then your love language could be acts of service. There is a recognition that you could give so willingly and lovingly, and that sometimes it goes unnoticed why you do that. Because I would say that some of the biggest givers in the world are usually the people who are given to the least, which is why they do it. That's how they get their fulfillment. It's like, let me give, let me show up for people where people haven't showed up for me. And I'm seeing that there could be at least 2 people specifically that's recognizing, okay, we need to go nurture so-and-so. We need to pour into so-and-so. So this could be maybe 2 friends, a lover and a friend, maybe a family member or 2 family members, a kid and a lover that's going to maybe buy you a gift, maybe take you out for dinner. This could be a young kid randomly coming up and saying, hey mom, hey dad, do you want me to rub your feet? Do you want me to scratch your back? Do you want me to, there's some sort of like, let me pour into you, okay? Just so you know and you're aware. All right. Very interesting. So I'm actually going to leave this here. Have a blessed day, guys.